Hi guys, it's Justine, but you can call me Blondie. Welcome back to Face Fridays on my channel. Today I'm just gonna do a get ready with me, like a little fall themed get ready with me, fall themed makeup look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So first thing I'm gonna do is prime my face with this Ole Henriksen Truth Primer mixed with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose Serum. My face is feeling really super dry lately. So I just want to make sure it's all prepped nice and whatnot. I think I want to do like a full-on review of this product, so keep an eye out for that video. Probably within the next month. I have 2 other reviews I want to do first, but I've had this for a while and I don't pick it up a lot just because I have so many primers that I am trying to use up first, and so I feel like I haven't given it a good go to review it quite yet. And I can hear our garbage man outside. Last week, I put our trash and recycling out by the curb, and the garbage guy took the trash from all of our neighbors, but they did not take our trash. And I don't know why. There wasn't like a car parked in front of our trash can or anything. It's just always really frustrating when that happens, and then like the following week you have to like stuff trash in there. Fortunately, my husband and I are really good at recycling, so we don't have too much trash, or at least we don't have as much trash as we could have. And that's a really random thing to talk about, but it's because I heard the garbage truck outside. Now I'm just using this Stay Naked from Urban Decay foundation. I've been loving this foundation. It's been my go-to foundation as of late because it's just so light, and it feels like, I mean, I wouldn't say it feels like you're not wearing anything, but it does feel like you're wearing very little makeup. So I've been really enjoying this foundation lately. I actually just got an email that Influencer is going to send me the concealer that is like part of this same line from Urban Decay. It's the Stay Naked concealer. And so I think I'm going to review that either next week or the week after, just depending on when it gets to me, because I'm still waiting on it in the mail. And then if you guys have any other ideas for like makeup reviews, you know, let me know, especially like drugstore makeup reviews, because I don't want to go out and buy like a high-end product every week to review it, but I'm more than willing to talk about makeup that I already own or try out some drugstore makeup. I was thinking of trying out Makeup Revolution because I don't think I've ever used anything from Makeup Revolution, and it's pretty affordable. And they're opening a new Ulta in my area, and so maybe I will stop by the new Ulta and see what they have for Makeup Revolution. Actually, the Ulta in my area, I just got an ad in the mail, and they're doing like a grand opening, and at the grand opening they're gonna give like a prize or like a goodie bag or a goodie, I don't know, to the first 100 people that are there. So I was thinking of maybe going just to see if I could be one of the first 100 people. I've never gone to like a grand opening like that before with the intention of getting a freebie. Even like on Black Friday and stuff, I never go to the stores and wait out and, you know, try to get the free stuff that they usually offer. By the way, that was the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. Now I'm using the Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder. But I figured the day that they're doing the grand opening for this Ulta, I don't have anything else going on. So maybe I'll just go and see what it's about, and if you know, I'm not one of the first 100 people, that's okay too, because I want to try out some new makeup, try to find some, hopefully find some like Makeup Revolution things to try out, and I'll of course try them out on this channel since I just really want to get into talking about makeup more, which was like the whole reason that I started Face Friday, was to do like more reviews and more get ready with me's, because I feel like I mean, I know makeup videos don't really do well on my channel, and so I kind of stayed away from them for a while, but I do like to do them. And next I'm just going to take the Hoola bronzer and put some of that on. I love these Hoola products, like the Hoola powder products that are in the little boxes. I mean, I've only tried two, the Hoola bronzer and the Dandelion blush, but I definitely want to try more. I've been thinking of trying like maybe some of their highlights, but I don't know. I've been having like bad luck with highlight lately. I feel like it never looks good. Like there's not a way to make it look more natural, I feel like. Either it's, I can't see it at all, or, and this is the case in most cases, it's too glittery or it's too dark for my skin tone and looks ridiculous and just makes my face look really cakey. Okay, I might need to adjust my camera settings because this is looking really orange on camera. I always like when I do videos, I usually adjust the color settings in my camera. Otherwise, because I use umbrella lights, otherwise the umbrella lights, I'm gonna take this earring out because it's making it hard to blend right here, make my face look really whitewashed. But then times like this when I'm doing makeup, it makes my makeup look super orange. See, I hate how it does that because it looks fine in the mirror and then the camera looks super cakey. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little tiny bit of nose contour. I haven't done nose contour in a while. Mostly because like I just don't, when I'm going about my day, I don't notice a difference whether my nose is contoured or not. I don't know if it's because like I do it wrong, but I do like to do it though, just because I feel like it adds more color to the middle of my face when like the edge of my face is all bronzed out and stuff. So now moving on to blush, I'm going to use the Benefit Dandelion blush. I'm going to blend that into my contour a tiny bit just to make it look more natural. At least on camera, make it look more natural because like I said, it looks good in the mirror. And then lately I've been doing highlight last for a while. I would do it like immediately after I did blush, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on to eyebrows. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Brow Definer. I feel like when I was planning this video, I had a bunch of topics I wanted to talk about, and now I can't think of anything. If you've been following along on my pregnancy, starting next week, I start going in for doctor's appointments 2 to 3 times a week. Currently, I go in 1 to 2 times a week. And if you're new and haven't been following along with my pregnancy, my baby has 1 umbilical artery, which basically just means there's 1 artery in her umbilical cord, and most babies have 2 arteries in their umbilical cord. So she's measuring really small, and they think that's why. They are officially calling it intrauterine growth restriction, which basically is just, it means that your baby's growing really small and it's due to something, is usually due to the placenta or the umbilical cord. Now I'm going to take the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I'm just going to use a little brow pencil and just kind of like draw some lines to make my eyebrows look more natural. So that starts next week when I start going in for appointments 1 to 2 times a week. One appointment is like every week I go in for an ultrasound and they like check the umbilical cord. And then the other appointment that I start next week is I start doing non-stress tests, which is basically they hook me up to a monitor for like 30 minutes and they just monitor baby's heartbeat for 30 minutes to make sure she's not under stress. So those start next week. I'm gonna start eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the Jaclyn Hill palette because there's a lot of just like orangey warm tones. I think I'm gonna start off with I think this one, which is the Pukey. I'm gonna start off with Pukey, which is that one. So I have those every single week, both of those appointments every single week, and then I just keep going in for my OB/midwife appointment, like whenever I need one. Currently, I forget when the regular OB appointments start, like when you start going every 2 weeks, but currently I'm still going to those like once a month, but I just still go to those at like the regularly scheduled appointment times that you would go to if you didn't have a high-risk pregnancy. Like, you know, at a certain point you start going every 2 weeks and then eventually every 1 week. And they are still probably going to induce me early, but baby's doing really good. She's still really small, but you know, every week when I go in, she always passes all of her tests. All of her like blood flow is good. Now I'm taking this color, which is Hunt. And so that's what's going on with that. I've been thinking of doing another sit down video soon and like going really in detail, but I just don't know. It's like I feel like I talk about it so much with like my friends and family out in the real world, and it's like, do I share that much on YouTube? Now I'm taking Jack's, which is this burgundy color, and I'm kind of mixing it with Hunt's up here. So I guess just let me know if you guys would be interested in like a really in-depth update, because I mean because I go in 2 to 3 times a week now, so every week is a new update, even if it's like a minor one. Another thing is I think I mentioned this briefly in a vlog, but I failed my 1-hour glucose test. So I had to go back, take the 3-hour test, and then with the 3-hour test, I failed the first blood draw, but then my second 2 blood draws were perfect. And so they said that usually when that happens, they bring you back at 36 weeks and have you take the 3-hour blood test again, or the 3-hour glucose test again. But since I'm probably going to get induced early, they said not even to worry about needing to take the test again, because I probably won't be pregnant anymore by that time. But they said I need to focus on eating more protein and try to cut out like white carbs, like white breads, white floury foods, potatoes. They didn't say to cut it out completely, but to just monitor how much I'm eating. I'm basically taking those 3 colors, this one, and this one, and doing them on my bottom lash line now. Now I'm going to take this Stila in Kitten. Actually, which one should I do? I'm going to start out with the Huda Beauty in Bamboo Hoops, which is the sparkly side of this. I'm going to do kind of a cut crease, kind of more like I don't know. It's not really a cut crease. I'm just putting it on my lid for a pop of glitter. I'm going to take Kit and Karma and kind of do that. Actually, I'm not going to take Kit and Karma because I think Kit and Karma is a little more cool toned compared to this look. Okay. Gonna give that a second to dry. And then I'm gonna do my eyeliner with the Tarte Double Take. And I'm going to do mascara, and I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs mascara. But anyways, as I was saying, it's just cutting out carbs is hard, especially this time of year, because all of the fall baked goods are out. And so I can still eat them, I just can't like binge on them like I normally would. But you know, I can still have like a treat every now and then. But like when it comes to eating pasta and stuff, like basically they said to eat like the whole grain pastas and whole grain breads and whatnot, but that's what we already buy in terms of pasta and bread. So, not really very much I can change there, so I basically just have to not eat all of the cookies and brownies and stuff as often. So now I'm going to go ahead and do false lashes. I'm just going to use these Ardell Wispies and Tarte Lash Glue. If you've been around, Tarte Lash Glue is my absolute favorite. It is the best. It's the best lash glue. I've never found a lash glue that's better. I think it's like $9, so not, you know, super bad for a Tarte product. I just realized that I totally meant to put on lip balm before I started, and I forgot because my lips are so dry. I don't know if it's like a pregnancy thing or a change of seasons thing, but my lips have been so dry and they're like cracking in the middle right here. And it's so painful. This is the Tarte. It's a Rainforest with a Sea product. It's just like a clear lip balm. I got it in a Sephora Favorites kit. And that's probably something that would be fun to do on Face Fridays, is like review like Sephora Favorites kits, because I get them like not all the time, but like maybe once or twice a year. I'll pick up a Sephora Favorites kit if it has a lot of good minis. I do think that they're kind of overpriced, especially since like there's all these subscription boxes out, but they often have just really good like selection of products. So maybe next time I get one, that's what I'll do, is I'll review the kit as like a whole. My favorites are the ones that have like a bunch of different unrelated products. So like sometimes they'll do kits that are all highlights or all mascaras. I like the ones that are like they have a little bit of everything. Like you could get a mascara, you could get a highlight, you could get a blush or a skincare product. Those are my favorite. If you guys saw my hair extension review, I got like a really well, my most recent hair extension review, I got like some new lashes that came with my hair extensions, and they're so dramatic though, and I kind of want to try them, but at the same time I don't want to spend forever doing a makeup look just to put them on and then have them ruin the whole makeup look because they're so dramatic. Next I'm going to do highlight. I'm going to use this Estate highlight, which I got in an Ipsy bag, and I'm just going to use my finger to put it on. And And this is a really nice highlight. Like, this is the kind of highlight that I like. It's subtle, but it's like subtle and natural, but not super like blinding and intense. I'm gonna take a little brush. Let's see if I can find a clean brush and just do a little bit under my brow bone. And then on to lipsticks. So I grabbed a bunch of like fall colored lipsticks. So I have these two Too Faced Melted that came with their holiday set last year. One is in pumpkin spice and one is in hot buttered rum. I think I'm gonna do hot buttered rum. I also grabbed Kat Von D Lolita, but I think it's just a little too purpley for what I'm kind of going for today with the warm tones. So I'm gonna use hot buttered rum, and then I think I'm gonna top it with Too Faced Pumpkin Spice Lip Gloss, which this came with the pumpkin spice palette last year. I think I'm gonna film like eventually, I don't know when, but I want to do an anti-haul with all of the holiday releases. But there's a hair on my lip, but I don't think it's gonna be part of Face Friday. I think I'm gonna do it as like a normal video. Oh, this smells so good. I haven't used this in a really long time. But I've got a lot to say about the holiday releases, particularly Too Faced's holiday releases, because they really do, like, they come out with like the same things every year. I'm going to take a little bit of this sugar cookie, again, a holiday release from last year. I'm going to put it like in the middle of my lips just to brighten them a bit. And then I'm going to put the pumpkin spice lip gloss on top. And actually, because last year they came out with like a set of 4 of these liquid lipsticks, this year they're coming out with a set of 4 of like holiday scented and holiday themed lip glosses. And that's really the only thing I'm kind of interested in. Okay, the sugar cookie color pretty much just went away because this gloss has a tiny bit of a tint to it, but it's like hardly there most of the time. But in this case, it's just enough to cover up the sugar cookie. But I do like, you know, mini lipsticks because I feel like I never go through a whole tube of lipstick, and they're coming out with glosses. I don't have a lot of Too Faced glosses, so I am considering that one, but the rest of the stuff is just like, it's like they repeat the same thing year after year. So I think I'm gonna do an anti-haul and just like get really into it, like talk about each individual product. The very last thing is the NYX matte finish Finny Matte spray. So I'm just gonna spray that on. And that is it. Put my earring back in as well, but that is it for this video, this super chatty get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me create this like fall themed look and just talking about a bunch of different topics. I feel like get ready with me's like this are really the best time to just talk about random crap that I wouldn't normally talk about on my channel. So that's a big reason that I like doing these. They are kind of a pain in the butt to edit though, because it takes me a long time to do my makeup while I'm talking, and so they end up being like really long videos, and I have to like cut them down to make them more entertaining, you know? So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.